I have expected this course to slowly bring back the feeling, but by week 3, I am progressing actually faster than I have imagined. It's Sunday again, another week has just passed, and I am here to share how this week went and what are the takeaways, what are the things that I wanna talk about. So let's get into it. I got some chai today because it's a bit later, and I thought snaps and cutbacks in the water is gonna come more at the end of the 12 weeks course, since I set that as a goal, but somehow we are already preparing for them now. Honestly, I feel like something is starting to click. This is week 3 of my 12-week surf and surfskate coming back to the feeling course that I'm also documenting, basically for future me, in case I would ever lose again the feeling. Christina, if you're watching again, I don't know what happened, but just remember it's gonna be okay, because we are slowly figuring out how we can keep surfing, skating, and surf skating still be a big passion and part of your life. Just a little recap. This week I had 2 surf sessions. One was a free surf with a friend, and the second one was a surf coaching session. I had 3 surf skate sessions, one surf specific with my surf coach, and 2 surf skate sessions with Cynthia and my Goofy Queens group. I also went to La Harris Bowl for a free skate and surf skate session where I took both of my boards, so it was a good week. I think my biggest surprise of this week was actually how that I'm progressing faster than I have expected. Cutbacks were basically my long-term goal. This week I have already been practicing bottom turns, top turns, snaps, and cutbacks, both on concrete and on water. With the surf-specific surf skate session with Jonathan, the posture, the series of movements for the cutback was just really so on point and so well explained and showed and made me feel on the surf skate the timing of everything, that on Saturday when I went into the water with him, I could really feel like that, okay, it starts to click, like I starts to feel what I'm practicing in the concrete can somewhat really translate into the water. And I thought I was joining this surf course, like this 12-week course, basically to learn to find my way back to the feeling, and I wasn't expecting at all that I am going to learn to surf technically in a way that I have never before. Whether it's directly connected or indirectly, but being in the water starts to feel really good. Actually, this week, every time I've been in the water, and even in the past 3 weeks, every single time I have been in the water, I came out with a smile on my face, with a good feeling, considering each session as a good session. Whether it was technically or surfing wise a good session, that's another question. But feeling within, yeah, I felt like, okay, this was a nice session, and it felt good. One thing is for sure, my confidence is coming back in the water. I am catching way more waves. I am taking and pedaling into waves right under the peak or straight towards the shore, and not angling the board, doing a pop-up and then going directly in a direction. So yeah, my confidence in general is just much better. Like, I can't compare it. I don't even remember that my confidence was not good, because now I just go in the water and I'm like, yeah, okay, where we go, where we paddle. Oh yeah, who is that? Oh yeah, okay, I see. Yeah, I can catch this. I'm gonna claim this wave. Like, it just yeah, it just has a better flow, and it just feels better, if it makes sense. I find it funny. Like, I have a phone in my hand to record, like, for the voiceover, and I have a cup to drink. So I don't know how silly this looks, but who cares? So what else? Biggest shift is not even that I'm catching more waves, but that I come out of the water, I have a good feeling, and actually that was the whole point. And another big surprise is that I thought, for me, surfskate and the surfskate lessons gonna be more just a fitness, building up my strength. I didn't expect it to be so important and so insightful. Actually, the surfskate and the concrete is teaching my body what I would like to, or what I need to do in the water. Needless to say that every surfskate session with Cynthia and surfskate with Fuerteventura feels like a leg day. My legs are burning, man, and I can, since my knees are getting better, I can go lower in the postures and positions and holding it longer every single round. In the bowl just feels like a proper leg burner, but it's just so much fun, especially with the group and the goofy queens. We are 3 goofy girls. We are having loads of fun with Cynthia. So yeah, it's really nice. I love this group and it's super fun, and it gives me so much confidence, actually, and muscle memory, really. Like, I can start to feel muscle memory is memorizing, you know. I hope soon I can also access this memory in my brain in the water. But I'm not gonna lie, this week I was super happy because I took my skateboard in the Coralejo Bowl, which is a tiny but a very tight and steep bowl, and I don't know if I can actually try that with the surfskate, but I love that bowl with a skateboard. I was really happy to practice a sharper turn in one of the, on one of the wall, that I don't have any of those kind of steeper walls where I could practice it. And it's really like, you really need to look up and then snap down. So it was very nice. I don't want to call it just yet because I haven't seen the footage, but I feel like in the surf session on Saturday, I actually did try my best to do some sort of a snap on my backhand. So super nice to actually be on my skateboard once again and just, yeah, for old time sakes, go for a few laps and yeah, just switch it up. Because my surf skate obviously has a way looser truck than my skateboard. It's a completely different feeling, but it's also pushing me more to learn the technique of how to use my body and my arms, my shoulders, my torso and everything, my head, my looking. I am pleased to suffer more in the first few weeks of my surf skate journey, because now finally I got used to this specific board and developed a stronger technique using my body and my leaning and my posture and my weight and everything to be able to move this board. With all this surf skate, occasional skating, surfing, occasional strength training at home, my body is starting to believe me. And I start to believe in my body. So that's definitely a very good takeaway from this week, to feel this in the body. Honestly, it's been a while, I'm not gonna lie. I have been going through with my body and my muscles and everything some self-esteem downhill journey, and week 2 was physically way much more heavy, with more surfing and everything all around. Week 3 was actually more sustainable, and it felt better. I also did more stretching in between sessions and days, so that's something probably I would like to and will do more. Overall, I feel like my body is getting more stronger and durable to actually go for all of these training sessions. Since it's a course and I'm very much focusing on documenting it and doing it without a skip, my passion, happy places, became my weekly routine. Honestly, I'm really happy that sport is becoming my daily and weekly routine again. I feel like that it also does affect my mental health a lot. One thing I am though very curious about is how this all gonna feel days before my period and during my period. Usually physically and even mentally I'm way much more tired in those days, so I keep you posted on that. I'm curious how it will feel and what do I need to adjust to keep up with the trainings, but also to give my body what it needs, and sometimes what it needs is actually rest in those days especially. This week I also noticed that it's not only becoming more my routine, or it's embedding itself more into a routine in my life, it also becomes more my socializing moments that I very much like. I used to, like in the past period, I tend to surf alone or skate alone, and that's, how to say this, that solitude is also something that I sometimes crave. So it's just all for myself and for me being present in that moment alone by myself. But these 3 weeks was pushing me more to like allowing it to be also a socializing moment. I really love the girls I'm surf skating with. I also like the people that are joining the surf sessions and the surf coaching, it pushes me to be a bit more social, and I think that's for the better, actually. Even the Lahara's Ball Jam was super fun. That's also something that I would go alone, or maybe a friend or someone I know that wants to go, but normally I would just skate and not talk to people. But this time, the Goofy Queens and the surfskate group was there. It was actually really fun to free flow without coaching, just jam and then slide around and have some beers and food and enjoy the music. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. I even though only had 2 beers, that was 2 beers too much for me since I'm not drinking. I definitely felt it, and I'm not sure if it's the moon or the beers, but just before the surf coaching session the night before, I had a terrible sleep, woke up like 3 a.m. feeling a bit drunk, maybe some acid flux, I don't know, man. Like, I'm 35 and I can feel this shit, but I no regret. It's not only about training anymore, it's actually becoming my life here in Fuerteventura, and that's a good feeling. So, future me, Christina, yes, you, if you're watching this because you lost the feeling again, don't overthink it. Just go back to the basics, move your body, get back in the water, find a group, and let it become fun again. Because week 3 is reminded me that it's all possible. The 3 big takeaway from this week: progression can happen way faster if you show up consistently. Practice on concrete can translate into confidence in the water. And the feeling is coming back when the pressure is turning into play. Yeah, that is that. I'm excited about week 4. Yeah, proud of myself showing up. And I'm also very grateful actually for you, not future me, but you, who are not future me and Celia, showing up for me. It's pretty nice, honestly. It's humbling. I get to grow this community or family or soul family or whatever you want to call it, who relates to this and actually shares, whether in private or in the comments or wherever. It's very nice to read how some of you are going through similar experiences or have been going through similar experiences. So yeah, honestly, really, really thank you for that. And I wish you an amazing Sunday and an even more amazing next week. And I will see you on Sunday. Ciao. Gosh, I don't think I can bend my my legs now. Ow, 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 ow. Hey, Max. Oh, wow. Yeah. 20 minutes. position. I'm not 20 anymore. Unbelievable.